Welcome to another episode in our Parramatta Career Mode series. With the State of Origin done and dusted, we are in the final rounds of the regular season, round number 20, and we are also coming in fresh off a round 19 bye. So as per usual, there are a couple of changes to our lineup, starting off with the obvious, and that's our Origin players. So Fergo, Moses and Alvaro are all back in their respective positions. We also have a couple more inclusions, and that's Tepai Moiroa returning from suspension, and Michael Jennings finally makes his return from an injury. So as for Josh Hoffman, who has been pretty decent covering for Jennings, we've actually moved him to the bench, forcing Will Smith out of the 17. The rest of the players that were dropping out of the team are Sivo, Salmon, Mana and Nukore. Alright, so round 20, and our opponents are the West Tigers, who are currently sitting right at the bottom of the ladder. I wouldn't be taking them lightly. They are a team with nothing to lose and everything to prove, coming up against the team battling it out for that minor premiership, with what looks to be a veteran there as their captain in Benji Marshall. So first action of the game comes in the 3rd minute, and we are on the attack here, putting Alvaro through space as he gets pulled down just before halfway. Another change I was thinking of making was Bevan French, as we shift the ball here out to French, fending off one defender, finding support inside, and it's the returning Michael Jennings who is going to open the scoring here for us 5 minutes into the match, as they review the grounding as they do for corner tries. Bevan French, I was saying I was going to put Hoffman in there and just completely get rid of French. Someone had told me that they got rid of him, so we might be seeing Hoffman on that wing come finals time, as we convert it into 6 points and take an early lead. Alright, so we're roughly 20 minutes in, and it's going to be Sean Lane this time with the fend and a cheeky little sidestep. He finally gets stopped with a head-high tackle, which is pretty funny considering how tall Lane is. If someone hits Sean Lane high, surely there's a bit of foul play there on purpose. As we find the line 20 meters out, 4 tackles remaining up our sleeve, and it's going to be Gutho dying with the ball on the 20. As we come right to Moses, and Moses loses the ball pretty much past it into the chest of a Tigers defender, and I guess that was our fault, just taking too long to get rid of the ball. As the Tigers go on the attack real quick here through Mbai with the fend breaking out of the fullback's tackle, as they send it down to Funua, and Funua is going to get pulled down finally just outside our 20. All of a sudden, the Tigers here with a lot of momentum on the front foot as they get pulled down on the 10 this time. 2 tackles to work with. Man, that was a beastly run by Mbai, and I'm actually surprised that he found supporters on the edge as they continue to chip away at our line here, and it's going to be Lawrence getting flipped on his back. 5th and last, they send it to the skies down this left side as it gets batted back, and who is that with the leg drive? Looks like he made it to the line. We are going to find out here in the replay, and it's the man who sparked this whole set way back on their own 20. Moses Mbai just makes it to the try line here. As you can see on the replay, they're going to get the green lights, and they're going to close the gap down to 2. As Benji takes the shot at goal, and it fades away to the right as they continue to trail by 2 points. So with that try, the Tigers have instantly outperformed themselves since the last time we met. We beat them. I think they were one of the first teams to be held scoreless way back in round 7 or 8. As Junior Polo gets rocked in the tackle on halfway, we continue to go to this right side, putting Takai Rangi through space as he gets pulled down just beyond the 30. On the 3rd here we go out the back to Moses, linking up with Brown through the gap, and we're just going to gas it to that left corner post. The halves are linking up for a beautiful try there, as we extend the lead with the kick to come by Moses. And with that successful conversion, we go up by 8 points, heading into the halftime break. Back in the second half, with the Tigers showing a bit of life in the end of the first half, as we start with them on attack here. A couple minutes into the second, a big run by Twal, and Twal makes it to the 20. 2 tackles remain here as they go out the back to Brooks, who finds Cam, turns it back inside to Twal, and they try a little outside inside, a little sneaky play. Doesn't pay off for them though, as they shift it back to Luke Brooks. Brooks puts up the bomb, Gutho goes up for it, comes down with nothing, and it's going to be the Tigers here scoring their second try of the game. What was that effort by Gutherson? It looked like he completely misread it with that leap. At the end of the day, it was a good play by Brooks, who managed to chase down his own kick. As we jump back into attack, looking to fight our way out of our own 20, as we get smashed with ball in hand, losing it forward on the first tackle, and it's going to be the Tigers with a full set here to score some points, or potentially score some points. Still trailing by 2, as they send it to Twal. Twal just takes it to the line. A little settler for them, I guess, as they get the quick play of the ball and they just simply shift it through the hands, eventually putting Chris Lawrence over the line for their second try of the match, or for their third try of the match, sorry, as Benji adds the extras and gets them out to a 4-point lead. All the momentum is with the Tigers right now as they shift it. A big dummy by Brooks through the gap gets an offload away, and Cam is going to get wrapped up just past halfway. It seems as though the Tigers have found a little groove here, as Fanor steps the defender. They throw the ball around still, playing some entertaining footy. Other Tigers, as they get wrapped up on the 10, we rush up out of the line and make a rookie error. That's actually quite funny watching back. We rushed up on the decoy and left the hole in the line. Just terrible defense right there, as Marshall again extends the lead, this time pushing the score out to 10 points. 6 minutes remain. The Tigers still very well on the front foot. They have a little overlap here to the left, and that's exactly where they go, as Lawrence delivers a beautiful cutout ball to David Nofoaluma, who drags Fergo over the try line with him as he grounds it for the Tigers' 5th and final try of this round. And that pretty much wraps up all the action here in round 20. We were looking pretty decent in the first half, but all of a sudden the Tigers just looked like a completely different team in the second half, and it ended up being a little bit of vengeance for the Tigers as they pull off the upset. As always, if you made it this far into the video, hit up that comment section with a hashtag OddSquad. Slap that like button for more rugby league content, or more content in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
14 when I scored that point, I was pissed off cause I did me a leg shot. Nowadays I aim for the head cuz then I jet off cause it's red hot. How could you leave your friend to get got with a bunch of dogs like a